Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Just like last time, we're going to be doing pretty much the same thing. Mostly because I want to get back to where I was, because it was pretty entertaining, that battle. And it was going well, so I'm just kind of following the same general strategy. I'm going to start moving these guys over here. I'm going to move Gamble's skirmishers over here. I think I'm going to move Paul down here as well. I'm going to have Baxter. I'm just going to actually hang out right there. He's good. We'll just kind of see where everyone goes. Looks like most of the troop movements are headed south, so I might actually bring Bucktail Brigade down here too. And I don't know, I'm not seeing much movement on their part, so I'll move Cutler up here. Stevens and Paul. Our cannons are opening fire. The Confederates are moving their cannons into range. I'm seeing a large push for the south, so I'll move Baxter over here to help hold Seminary Ridge. Let's see, where is everything? Lane moves hard down south, but I don't think he'll be able to withstand the cannon fire that he'll have to take this ridge. Those men just don't have it in them after this morning, I suppose I should say. These men have only had a few hours of rest to reform their lines. I'll actually move Baxter right about there. The cannons in the back are opening up on him. These are the interesting open phases of the battle, where not much happens, but much is done. Looks like we're going to have an assault on the north, but Perrin, Scales, and Davis, three of the largest brigades. No, they're moving south along this ridge. I expect to push right about there. So this will be the line. Push right on there, with the objective taking right here, and from right there along this way. If that makes any sense. Which it does, probably. I'll move Paul into position up there and continue to move Baxter. Our cannons are keeping them mostly at bay. And Pettigrew's just kind of hanging there. Move Thompson forward just a little bit. No, I'll leave Cutler right there. Cutler takes some fire. And most of these men are just kind of... I'm resting them, to be honest. They'll be engaged soon enough. And I'll move Stewart up to the front as well. These men should be firing something. There's plenty out there. Open fire, man. Dropped one right in the middle of Archer. Hit one guy. I believe those skirmishers will be fine. Just fine. I believe Buford's men are all down here, though. So I'll move Buford over here. I really hope you can't hear all the noise in the background. One of my family has decided to take up their own personal musical just outside my door. So it looks like Marn, this guy, is taking significant amounts of cannon fire, and his men are having second doubts about rebelling. Second thoughts. Probably second doubts by now. They've already had their doubts, they overcame their doubts, and now they're having them again. So Paul holds right there. I'm gonna leave Hall back here. And now I've just gotta wait for the big push. I'm gonna run Gamble out there to pop some shots off at Archer. But Archer runs away before he can get any shots off. Clever, actually. Managed to nick quite a few of them. Fall back. And they kind of sprint like the devil down that hill. And there's that one guy just kind of standing underneath that tree. Perfectly content to just hang out. Yeah, nothing much is happening. I'm kind of curious as to how they plan to take this hill without, you know, taking the hill. Ah, here we go. There's a large movement south, but our lines have had time to form. Come here, you red bastard. Come and get me. Seen a large move south. Coming to contact right about here. Yeah, they're gonna run smack into my infantry brigades. Alright, Paul and other assorted gents. You know what to do. You know how to do it. Now do it. I'm gonna wait for these guys to get in range, and once they take aim, we'll kick this battle off proper. Well, I wonder what Pettigrew's doing. I expect Pettigrew to be pushing. I'm surprised that he's not. Alright, they're forming ranks. Prepare to be attacked, men. Baxter, to come in range of Baxter, and Baxter open fire. Paul presents arms and fires directly into Broken Burrow, just wrecking him. Gonna advance the Brucktail Brigade to join the fun and games. Baxter and Broken Burrow, I can't say their names anymore. Here comes the Confederate charge we were all worried about. Canister, hold your ground. Paul takes a significant whooping. Cooper fires a canister shot directly into the charge. I said it, you have to do it. And yeah, Perrin takes significant hits, and he is, I don't want to say down, but he's been shaken a bit. So that's their initial probe, I assume. Scales, and they've been sent packing for a little while. So we're holding pretty well right now. Take aim! Fire! And Scales breaks. Iron Brigade breaks him. This battle can't be too hard. Confederates are breaking easier than a twig in an anvil. Let them just see it. Just try and take it. So yeah. Looks like the majority of their force has been concentrated in a pocket right about here. I would consider trying to push on it, but we don't have any real objectives right here. Although I'm suspecting we might be able to actually hold Seminary Ridge. If I move some men up into Gettysburg. And my game has it crashed? I thought it crashed for a second. I saw Von Gilson not moving and I was like, oh no, game has crashed. Whew. No moment of panic, like, no feeling like it. It's just no feeling quite like thinking you've lost that many. Oh god, I gotta get over that panic. Anyway. The most intense thing that's happened this entire episode. I mean, not really much is going on right now. I'll move Stevens up here and try and return some fire against Crenshaw. Pretty soon those Confeds will come charging down from the northeast, and we just ain't got anyone up there to stop them. Might send Von Gilsa over there into the town to hold him. If we can do that, we might be able to hold him for quite a while, actually. Schmeffelneg. You get up here. No, halt. You, the commander of 11th Corps, get up there. Wheeler, you go back. Von Gilsa, you go back. Wilkson, stop being stupid. Stop. I just want you. Von Gilsa, I'm actually going to move up into Gettysburg. Just judging by how little they've attacked. Waiting for a push down this railroad track. This is a railroad track, right? Yeah. Huh, did we dig up a railroad track? This looks like it was supposed to be a railroad. So Stevens is going to move into position. Just minor skirmishes right now. Whew. There they are. Coming in from the northeast. This might be it, boys. Try and move Von Gilsa up into here. He'll have good cover. City fighting's always pretty hectic, and yep, there it is. That's what they were waiting for. Yeah, I'm gonna pull them back right about here, right along this ridge. I'm gonna pull these men back to here. Gonna move Von Gilsa up here. And Biddle right there. Just keep everyone in good cover. Cutler, I'm gonna have you actually hold right here. Stevens redeploy right about here. Damn, that's quite a few men. I bet you we can hold them. We can just stunt them right there. And they'll be forced to come from the northeast and attack here instead of hitting anything usable like Cope's Hill. Cutler opens fire on Daniel's brigade. Cutler in good cover. Reynolds opens fire from the interior of Gettysburg on page. I believe it might be a charge. No, they're just moving to position to open fire. Cutler opens fire on them. We open fire on Cutler. Going to have a gun shooting good time. I believe we might have a small push. Nope, just a really powerful bombardment down here. Can't believe the Confederates aren't pushing over here. I wonder if that hotfix has tweaked the AI and made them less aggressive. Steven moves into position. Gets those cannons loaded. Come on, boys. Cutler opens fire with a very nice volley directly into Daniel, but both sides have good cover. This will be an extended battle. Pettigrew is moving hard to the northeast. Oh. It is good news. We'll move him up the road to right here, McKnight's. Anyone who has to fall back will... Oh, there's an advance. Lane and Perrin are advancing on the flank. Our brigade will have to intercept. Run, boys. Yeah, I don't know if we have enough men to hold this whole flank, but... Halt. Form ranks. Fire! Our brigade opens fire. That might just be too many men for them to hold. From the northwest. It's up here. No, that's from up here. We might be able to stunt them, although I'm unsure. Cutler is taking heavy losses, but he is holding just fine. Ramazur. Oh, boys, open fire. That's a charge if I've ever seen one. Scales takes heavy casualties trying to cross the road. Baxter is engaged. Paul aims and fires. Bucktail Brigade is mostly been quiet this entire time. I would be not surprised if they start advancing on us, though. We have good cover just on the outskirts of town. I'll be forced to go through Penn College if they want to get at us. Well, this cannon is getting damn annoying. Stevens is helping hold the ridge over here in that prolonged gunfight between Cutler and Daniel. Although Daniel outnumbers Cutler almost 2 to 1, I believe Cutler might be about to break them because of the addition of cannons. Oh, come on, Cooper. I need you to hold. You hold that position. Archer advances, but within his ragtag state, he won't be able to do much. Paul just rips him to pieces. The general battle going on right along here now, but most of the men are holding. And a mild advance here. I believe the main advance will come from right about here, and these men are just going to be flanked. There's no two ways about it. And Stannard. What can we do with Stannard? Can't do much. Von Gilsa is going to be outflanked. But Biddle hasn't been engaged yet, so I'll move him to secure their flanks. And Devon's skirmishers will have to hold here. And it's mostly just going to be Von Gilsa trying to hold the town. Von Gilsa will hold the north and Biddle will hold the east. Biddle, I need you to, you know, get east now. Alright, O'Neill begins to come into range. The battle for Gettysburg is about to commence. Rotate. Aim. Fire! Set fire. Very good, men. Oh, I don't even think they're trying to outflank us. They're trying to go around us. Alright, Bill, get back to position. Pettigrew's pushing hard from the north. Skirmishers open fire. Urban, it's house to house. It's almost close combat. Feds are trying to push him to Gettysburg, and Von Gilsa's managing to hold him, but that amount of fire can't be held against for too long. I'm moving Biddle up. O'Neill will attempt to flank them. We just have to hold them here. If we can hold them here, we could force a decisive engagement. This could be the decisive moment. If we can hold Gettysburg. Because they won't be able to... If Stannard can hurry his butt up and get Coaster and Ames over here, since no one's actually doing anything, gotta move these guys up here, since this line seems to be holding way better than I expected. So we'll move these gentlemen up here and I'll let the slaughter commence, basically. And we'll just have to reshift our entire defensive lines. Come on, Heckman, load that cannon. Load it up. Let's go! Walk, walk, walk. An intense gunfight now, as Feds try and push in from the north of Gettysburg. Scales tries to move up and... Whoo boy! There was a firefight. Gonna move Bucktail to the north now and try and hold that area. Whatever that one's called, Lutheran Seminary. Arm Brigade holding quite well, and the Confederates just trying to push across, but being completely unable to. Cutler begins to break, however. He will need to be reinforced if we are to hold that position. Fire on Daniel. Shell shot. Load canister. Men, prepare to receive this charge. Halt. Fire your weapon. Load that cannon. Come on, boys. We need those cannons. It's a charge. Is it a charge? No, Daniel tries to move across the field, but he is stopped just short of making contact. Cutler, I need you to hold that damn ridge. There's no two ways about it. If we can hold him here, we can break him. O'Neill tries to flank us. Gonna move the vedettes into fire and they advance on Culp's Hill. Although I don't believe they'll be able to do anything about Culp's Hill. They're advancing on it. I'll move Heckman up here on top of Culp's. Just give him some fire support. Dillinger moves and the cannons rip O'Neill to pieces, with the cannonball bouncing straight through his line. The fighting up here is intense and they begin to push our men back. I'm going to have Biddle move up here. I need Biddle to hold that line. Cutler, hold your position. Hold. Well, Gilson, you can fall back. Biddle, you hold here. Biddle. Biddle, hold. Gilson, I want you to fall back. Slowly. Ames and Coaster are advancing. I'm not seeing much in the way of resistance over here. Bucktail Brigade moves up. Iron Brigade gets a shot on a retreating lane and fires, ripping them to pieces as they run across the field in a sheer panic. Hold them here, men. Canister shot. Canister shot flies through the streets of Gettysburg. Looks like it's a charge. Chaos erupts. It's house to house, hand to hand. Pettigrew's men trying to push through Gettysburg. Biddle's men are ordered to hold, though, and they do so superbly. Stevens' men I'm going to have to fall back. They simply cannot hold against Danielle. Confederates desperately try to push through here on the western side, and the northern side must continually fall back. Gonna move Ames up here to replace Biddle. His losses, and Coaster is going to be our backup in the city of Gettysburg. I said that's super French and I have no idea why. I'll move Standard up this way and advance. And Krasnowski will try and take Benner's Hill. Whilst the Confederates trying to advance up, what's that called? Rock Creek. They've mostly been stunted and now it's a matter of pushing back. More artillery though. I'll move the Bucktail Brigade north to help reinforce, and Biddle will be moved back up here. Back into the city, back into the cover of the city. And now we have an extended, prolonged engagement between von Gilsa and Iverson. Confederate canister fire rips through the square of through the middle of the square, town center of Gettysburg, as Ames and Biddle advance into the city. I'm gonna move Cutler over here to hold this end, and Bucktail will move up here and hold Lutheran Seminary, creating a moment of confusion as the units must pass each other to fill in gaps and such. Ames is ordered to halt, and Biddle will continue to advance right up to there, but I will also halt him so as he will have time to recuperate and find his mind and peace and whatever else he needs to find. Some stuff. He can find some stuff. An entire division comes down upon us. Standard fights with O'Neill over the whatever it's called, the place. We have managed to completely demolish them. They have lost 3,500 men, whereas we've only lost 1,000, losing not a single objective. Let us see what comes next, because I don't honestly know. Gettysburg, Confederate ahead of us. I'm going to go ahead and end the recording here, but we managed to hold this town. We can expect a hard push from the north right on this direction, and I believe some from right about here. Gentlemen, the defining battle for Gettysburg is about to take place. If we can hold them here, there'll be no stopping us in our counterattack. In fact, I believe Krasnowski is about to... We start off with engagement on top of Culp's Hill. This is going to be one hell of a battle right here. They're going to push off Benner's Hill into Culp's Hill, and also down hard from the north. Alright, gentlemen. And that's the situation as it stands at the end of today, at the 1st of July, the evening of the 1st of July. I'll see you all in the next part of this battle. Good day.